Hi, I'm Jamie Lawson, and you're watching the AU Review.
Well, thank you for joining us, and welcome to The Great Escape.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
You just played the Spiegel pub, an intimate pub tent setting.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the set?
It was all right. It was a bit a little early for me. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. I don't feel I was quite awake. But yeah, I think it was okay. It got a good response. There were a lot of people there. There were more people there than I expected.
Yeah, you were saying you didn't expect many people to be there at all, given the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's such a busy festival this year. I mean, every venue right now is packed, and it's middle of the afternoon on a Friday.
Yeah.
So, people are here to discover new music and reacquaint themselves with artists they've possibly seen before, which I imagine that for a lot of the people in the room, they'd seen you before, or at least
there was
heard about you.
a few faces I recognised, but a lot I didn't. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's always a good sign.
And it seemed like we were getting primarily a taste of what to expect off the record later this year.
Yeah, it's pretty much all I'm doing is songs that will be on the next record. Yeah, for sure.
But some of those songs have been around for quite a while.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's taken me. Since I've made 2 albums already, but since my last one's about 4 or 5 years.
It's 2010, the last one.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
so I've had a while to write them and to hopefully pick the right ones. So you're right. A few of them have been around a bit. Yeah.
When you were in Australia, there was a big announcement made about how the record was going to be released and who was going to be releasing it. How long was that in the talks with Ed, and to be his debut artist on his label?
It wasn't really that long. It kind of came about once I was on tour with him in Europe, so that was early. I'm trying to think where I am. I'm also trying to think what month it is. And whether I did that this year or last year.
I think we're mid-May.
So that was in February that I did that, January, February, I think. And I did some UK shows. No, it wasn't. I apologise. It was in October, November. Mm-hmm. That was when it was last year. So, so it kind of came about whilst supporting him on that tour. So, and so far so good. It's not too bad. We've gone platinum in Australia. Wasn't expecting that. That's kind of incredible.
Especially for a song that I think was first released in 2011.
Exactly, yeah. It's been around. It's
literally, it's doing the rounds.
Yeah.
So you've gone platinum in Australia. You just toured Australia with Ed as well. What were those experiences like?
It was good fun. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, massive rooms, much bigger than I would be used to playing.
A little bigger than a living room.
A little bigger. So, it was great fun. And I had such a huge and positive response from Australian audiences that I can't wait to get back and see if people actually come and see me play. That will be the test, I guess. So, yeah.
Are there plans to get you back later this year?
I think so. Yeah, I've been told August, but I've not had that confirmed. So I'm hoping August.
I'm sure we'll hear more very soon about that, especially if it's that soon.
I think so. Yeah.
What is happening for you between now and the time the album's released?
Just shows, I think. Shows in a lot of promotion stuff, because I think the record and the single will be released in Europe pretty soon. So I'll have to go there and do that. And we've just finished, as of yesterday, making the record, as in recording the album. We had 12 days to do 12 songs. So pretty much a song a day to make a record, which is pretty quick these days.
Yeah.
So we've done that. That has to be mixed. That'll take another couple of weeks or so, and then it should be ready, hopefully.
And who are you working with in the production and engineering side of things?
We work with a guy called Will Hicks, and he'd been working with Ed on his last record and on his new record, so he's really cool. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, we're really looking forward to hearing that, and I mean the songs we're hearing live and that have already been released, are really resonating with people, and clearly getting the crowd emotionally invested. There's some beautiful songs in there.
Thanks.
Were they all written, around the same period, or has it been a very gradual process over the last 4 years?
Do you know what? The songs on the album itself range from being 10 years old to I think maybe 4 weeks old, which is quite. I've put on a very new song called "The Only Conclusion," which I really like. And I would usually not put on a song that's so new, but I think this one may have something that deserves its inclusion, So it's definitely a long time span of songs, and songs that didn't make my last record for one reason or another. So that still worthy of inclusion, I think. So, yeah.
And you know, when you see you in a small venue, it's like that seems to be where you feel most natural, especially for a solo artist performing in a space like that. It's the place you want to witness it. But then, you know, seeing Ed on stage and yourself on stage in front of 20,000 people, it also seems to work. You know, did you have to approach it a little differently though?
A little differently. In a sense that in a small venue you can be a bit quieter and you can let people come to you. In a big venue you kind of have to go to them a little and you know, try and include people to join in some way. But essentially the song is the same. So hopefully it works in both places, you know.
It's pretty incredible to witness you kind of experiencing that at this stage in the career, and but even like with people like Ed and Mike of Passenger and that, and seeing them on these big stages. I saw Ed in a living room not too many years ago, and Passenger I think performed in my living room not too many years ago. So
your house is good for gigs.
So my house
when I come back.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Cool.
That's
okay.
right. But I just in the building we live. But I used to live. But it's amazing to see now people take that on in a way I don't think they ever have in terms of audiences.
Right.
I don't think even 5 years ago you would have seen fans flocking to see a solo artist without a backing band, without that.
Yeah.
But that's what they want, and it's incredible. It's a new time for singer-songwriters, perhaps that we haven't seen since even the 70s.
Well, I think the technology that Ed uses with the loops and stuff helps a great deal.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could go and do that for an hour and a half in a stadium and people still be interested. I don't know. It's possible. I think Passenger's doing it in certain places. So I like the challenge of it. I like the idea of it. But I think the record itself may be a bit bigger than that as well. So I'll hope that I can bring that out at some point, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing you back in Australia, hearing the record, and
thanks.
I hope you get the chance to catch a few artists here today in Brighton before you head home.
Thank you very much, dude. Cheers.